What's the smartest way you've ever tested your daughter's boyfriend? I pretended I didn't speak a word of English around him for 6 months, just to hear what he'd say when he thought I couldn't understand. My daughter Emma started dating this guy named Kyle last year. On paper he was perfect, polite, brought flowers, always offered to help with the dishes, but something felt too rehearsed. I was born in Brazil but moved to the States when I was 10. I have no accent, but I've never lost my Portuguese. The plan. One night, Emma mentioned Kyle was taking Spanish in college. I got a crazy idea. The next time he came over, I pretended I had suffered a medical event that affected my language center. I only smiled, nodded, and spoke Portuguese, letting Emma translate. Emma thought I was being ridiculous, but she played along. For the first few weeks, Kyle was a saint. He was patient and even used a translation app. But by month 2, the mask started to slip. The cracks. When Emma would leave the room, I'd hear him muttering under his breath, "This food is disgusting," or "How much longer do I have to sit here?" Once I even heard him quietly mocking my broken English to himself while I sat 2 feet away. Then came the red flag. I overheard him on the phone in the backyard. "Yeah, I returned the cheap bracelet and got the silver one. Her dad is loaded. I've got to look the part." The thing is, we're comfortable, but we aren't loaded. I drive a 10-year-old Subaru. To test him, I accidentally left some fake bank statements on the counter showing massive debt and a negative balance. 3 days later, Kyle broke up with Emma, saying he needed space to find himself. The reveal. 2 weeks later, once the debt rumors died down, he crawled back, claiming he'd worked through his issues. Emma invited him over for dinner. He brought the usual flowers and called me sir again. Halfway through the meal, Emma started speaking to me in perfect English. I responded the same way. Kyle froze, his fork halfway to his mouth. You speak English?" he stammered. "I've spoken English for 35 years, I said calmly. "Almost as long as I've been able to spot guys who only date my daughter for a projected inheritance." The color drained from his face. Emma placed her phone on the table and played a recording of a conversation she'd caught earlier. "Once I'm in with the family, her dad will hook me up. I'll be set for life." He tried to deny it, but Emma showed him his own text she'd seen earlier. He stormed out, calling us both crazy. Emma cried that night, but the next morning she hugged me. She realized that 6 months of a test saved her from years of a lie.